Hello and welcome to this first segment of Before the Break, what my body knew about safety. So this segment is how the heart was before the trauma. So we want to create safety here, and I will take you through how safety looks like on the heart. I'm going to wet this canvas first, just to give it a nice smooth texture before I present the warm colours that I felt when I had safety. So this isn't just a healing series, it's a sacred journey from silence to expression, from trauma to truth. So over the next 30 days, I'm inviting you into my art to heart process where storytelling, neuroscience and creative embodiment converge. So whether you're a survivor, a supporter or seeker of wholeness, this is your invitation. So you may watch as I do this so that you may emulate and maybe do it yourself, just to remind yourself of how your heart is and how we can be within the beautiful, secure attachment. So you may watch as I paint along this heart of mine, which I knew about safety. The different colours represent a unique meaning in their own right. And when we paint from the heart, we have a way of knowing which ones are true to us. And it's all about safety and calm. And that's the very thing that we need. So this first area here that I will be painting, as you can see, it's blue. What does blue mean to you? What does blue mean to you? I know what it means to me. Blue to me means beautiful flow of courage and care. And that's where we all need to be. We need to have the courage, we also need to have the care. does purple mean to you? Purple to me symbolises royalty, creativity and hope. This was how I felt when I was with my foster parents. I had creativity, I had a great sense of wonder, I was very curious. Can we get back there before the break? Can we get back there to courage, to creativity? Do you think? Is it possible? Let's blend. This is a blended blue and the purple because they don't live in isolation. We want to have creativity, we want to have hope, we want to have courage, and we want to have care. creativity, hope, courage, care before the break. Hey, hi. So we're moving into the second segment. I hope you liked the little brush stroke on the canvas that I did. And yes, this is Hush to Raw, Raw Through Art, and the Raw. That is healing from childhood sexual abuse. But actually, it's healing from any type of trauma with the act of art to heal the heart. Yes, so I'm Toyin Okanuga. Welcome to this 30-day session that I'm doing, the series of Raw, and how I moved from a broken heart to a healed and whole heart. But the session we did in the painting was before the break. So we need to see how whole looks like, how healed looks like, and most importantly, how we get to the secure attachment that we were before life hit. So this is the second segment, which is story and science, what my body knew. And that is the painting that we did. And we're going to move to the third segment, which is now creating the whole beautiful heart that was calm, steady, creative, and curious. So what are we doing now? I would like to invite you to fund my crowdfund. That you'll see the link below, where I ask you kindly please fund this raw event that will take place in London on the 25th of October 2025, and it's for just everyone who wants to know about childhood sexual abuse, but it's not the triggering type, it's the holistic healing, how I healed from it. So are you a survivor? Are you an advocate? Are you a coach? Are you a therapist? Are you a teacher? Are you a police officer? Everyone needs to know, right? So please come and experience this raw life event. It's a healing gathering, and it's at the Africa Centre in London. You'll see the link below as well. And if you feel you're not around to attend that, you can dive into my course. If you want to know more about what the healing tips is all about, the care wellness steps, it's a trauma-informed coaching course to restore calm, clarity, compassion, and confidence. Or if you want to go into my little character buddies, which is the biology of becoming, that is a beautiful mini course where I tell you, or I inform you about how you get back to you. And it's a beautiful segment of how the brain works through science, psychology, neuroscience, and storytelling. And it's to restore your nervous system. We see the trauma loops and subconscious patterns and learn how to break free. And that is the whole area of where I came from to become fully whole again. So view both in the Healing Tips Toyin's Inner Peace Pathway School in the link below. So yeah, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a day of these very important, extraordinary, revolutionary healing that is visual, transformative through art. Right, so you can partner, collaborate, book me, Toyin, for your training, creative workshops, or media features at toyin@hushtorow.com or info at trauma, I beg your pardon, or at info@rawthroughartcic.com. So let's move to the second segment. So before the trauma, there was calm. I got fostered by the most amazing white family, and everything is in Hush to Raw. Get your copy. Before the storm, before the trauma, and after, during, and what I've endured, what you've endured, if I can come through, so can you. So I remember my foster care's home, the way she tucked me in, her soft voice at bedtime, the way we used to go to St. Martin's Shore, the Martin Shaw woods, and we used to play with the, look at the birds, and everything was a sense of wonder for me. And I didn't know it then, but my nervous system surely did, because I was at ease. At ease, and there was safety. That was the ventral vagal activation. Yes, I will be talking about the nervous system in depth. We need to know this system, our inner body, and how it works when we are on autopilot. Most importantly, how we heal. So the vagus nerve is central to all these conversations. So when I was at ease, when you're at ease, that means your ventral vagal activation is on point. And the painting I've just done, that is painting the ventral vagal activation with all those beautiful warm colors. So did you know that according to the Polyvagal Theory, safety isn't just emotional, it's biological. When we feel seen, soothed and safe, our social engagement system turns on. Yeah, so I'll be taking you through that. It's turned on and we want it to stay on, right? But little stress is okay. It's when it's overwhelmed that we get into a heightened state of anxiety, flight, fright mode for too long a period. So what I experienced at the initial stage of my life was beauty, was calm, community, creativity, courage, confidence, curiosity, all those beautiful vitamin C's that I teach my creatives is what I experienced at my white foster parents' home. And that's what I'm honouring in this painting that I will continue in a moment, because we have simply drawn the platform on the canvas and now we're going to go to the heart. Do you know that research says that about 60% of UK adults grow up with secure attachment? Yes, you're like, what? Are you sure? I'm not sure about that. That's what the research says. I don't know if the statistics on that is true, but it's built through consistency, care and co-regulation. I had that briefly, and I say briefly, and some of you out there might have had a very secure attachment ever so briefly, and then life shook us and we got into a state of unsecure attachment or insecurely attached. So, and even though trauma came later, my body remembered the baseline. It's important to say that again. Even though I had trauma, like you might have had, my body remembered way back when I had a beautiful secure attachment. And that's why I believe I kept striving to get back to what I knew was true for me. So this is the moment before the break. So guys, I want us to continue on this journey. So this is before the break, this day 1, but it's 30 days and you'll see how the journey transforms and sort of like has its way of navigating life, because it happened to me and I know things have happened to a lot of people, but we can come through. So I invite you again to join the raw movement, but we are now going to move to the heart painting so that you remember how good looks like, and it's possible for you because it happened to me. And that's a hope I'm giving you today before the break. See you soon. Now I return to the canvas to paint what my body felt in that moment. Warmth, connection, safety. This orange and yellow heart, what that I will be painting now is what secure attachment feels like. Not perfect, but peaceful. But what I paint now is what the body remembers before trauma. The nervous system holds stories long before language. I think we should just sit with that. The body remembers a lot of things. The nervous system holds those stories before we can ever utter a word. It's very important to know that. So now I will use the primrose, the warmth and the skybound, which is the yellow, the orange and the white combined. And that is joy and community, embrace and peace, and tranquility and trust. I didn't mention the beautiful little birds. I used to go to the Martin Shore Woods with my white foster mum, and we would be there for hours on end, and this just brings back those beautiful memories. Just doing this outline. On the dried background, and it's very important that we do visual representations of what we want to have, not necessarily what we've had that's not favourable, because we want to unlearn and relearn the beautiful secure attachment that we once had. And I know some of you might say, Toyin, the only thing I do remember is chaos. I'm sorry that that's your story, and I validate your pain by saying you were born to have a beautiful life, and that's where we'll get you to, if you're ready to take the journey of getting back to the beautiful you, even if you don't remember that that's how you're meant to be, because we all deserve a beautiful life, because we're here for a limited time. So that is the outer bit there. Now let's go inside and continue the journey of the before the break. before the break, what my body knew about safety. Joy and community, embrace and peace, courage and care, creativity and hope, tranquility and trust that blossomed. Welcome back to this fourth segment of Before the Break. This is, of course, all about the beauty secure attachment that we're meant to be before the life shook us out of it to become unsecurely attached. So before the break, there was peace. I assure you there was. And that's why we need to get back to that place. It matters that we remember that, because I'm teaching you how to unlearn and relearn the way back to you. And my course, Biology of Becoming, does exactly that. We are always becoming, and if you click the link below, it's on a very discounted price for a limited time for you to enroll and get back to you. And I also have a care course that all sits in my Healing Tips, Twins Inner Peace Pathway School. And Care, the Wellness Steps, S.T.E.P.S, is available for you at another discounted price. Because we need to become everything that we were born to be before childhood sexual abuse. And I have been on the journey for so many years, and I know it's possible. And that's why my mission is to help those who have undergone adverse childhood experiences, specifically childhood sexual abuse, to get back to themselves. So because no matter how much trauma tried to rewire my story, my body still remembered the part of beauty that's depicted in the art picture. The heart that was full of blossom, full of clarity, curiosity as a child. And yes, you might say that wasn't my story. I validate your pain to say you're not born to be stuck in chaos. Calm is your birthright, and let's get you there. So I hope that this painting reminds you that healing doesn't start in the mind, it starts in the body. The body keeps the score, as Bessel van der Kolk said in his book. And I want to get you back to you by making you see the visual representation of the heart that blossoms, but most importantly, that it's yours. So if you've enjoyed this video, and there's more to come, because remember it's 30 days, and the first 10 days is before the break. Then we get very dramatic by literally breaking things. But the most important bit is the last 10 days of it. So subscribe to Hush to Raw. Get your ticket from Eventbrite. Please support this mission that I'm helping those who have been sexually abused to get back to themselves. So we need a lot of financial support. Enroll on the Biology of Becoming, or the Care, which is it's a big aspect of my healing tips, so that I can support you. I support my community and more internationally. And I've been featured on a lot of places, broadcasting, radio stations, and I'm still becoming, and so can you. I love you, and remember, your inner child, it has a voice. Don't suppress it. Let it roar. But how are we going to roar? We know we want to punch someone, right? But no, we're going to roar through art, and we're going to heal our heart. I love you guys. Bye for now.